In today's video, I'm going to bring you through a company that is currently doing around $30 to $40 million per year. They're actually growing by 30 to 40% into 2025. At least that's their prediction compared to 2024. This company is called Jolie. They sell shower heads. I'm going to show you exactly what their strategies are, talk about their creatives, their landing pages, how they're bringing or I guess how they're scaling their business going into 2025, and perhaps you get some nuggets out of this. Now, before we get started and before we get going, why am I showing you this dashboard? I'm showing you this dashboard because just to give you some context about who I am and what I do if you are a new viewer, and if you're not, just to remind you as well. Now, I'm Brando, I'm the founder of Brandlux Media. I've been able to work with 100 e-commerce brands over the last 6 to 7 years, and so the reason why I'm starting this channel is to literally document everything that I've seen to work, not work, scale, not scale, and just to share my experience overall after working and consulting with over 100 plus brands. So the least that I can do is document everything in these videos, right? Which is the primary reason why I started this channel. So this is just one of our clients, just so you understand the types of caliber of clients that I'm used to working with, and why I'm showing you this also because you have to know that I am qualified to speak about these things, okay? So this is just one of our clients. We've scaled them. Very seasonal client. We don't only work with seasonal businesses, of course. We work with mostly 7 and 8 figure brands. This is one of them. We're used to scaling brands like $50,000, $60,000 days, as you can see, 63, 52,000, 48, even after like Black Friday, right? So 45K, 40. So we're used to seeing these days. And then of course, because this business is seasonal, we descaled aggressively, but we're looking to scale again. Now this is just to get the proof out of the way. Let's get into the video itself and talk about this company. This is the company, okay, Jolie. They essentially, let me just shrink my big head over here, put me on the bottom left. But this is a great company. I love this company very much because it just looks like a shower head, but what they do is that they sell, first of all, a very high quality shower head that has a filter, and the main pain points of this filter, or what problem it solves, is literally over here: hair and skin. So if you have sensitive skin, if you want hair loss, dandruff on your hair, all these issues, this product helps them, and it's a very, very good I guess pain driven product. It looks just like a shower head, but there's a lot more into it than just a shower head, right? So we can go into that in just a second. But before we dive deeper into the funnel and their strategies, let's actually go ahead and have a little bit more context about their story. This is just an article. So they say your filter shower heads brand Jolie enters ultra beauty as it aims to surpass $100 million in 2027. And I believe over here there's a prediction, as you can see here, 40% growth, get at $40 million in revenue this year, with up to 40% from last year, which is 2024. And so let's just read very, very little about this brand so we have a bit more context. The beauty specialty chain will offer 4 finishes of Jolie's 165 shower head and a $36 replacement filter. So their business model is essentially to sell the shower head, which is actually a very good strategy because a $165 AOV product on the front end gets you profitable ads, right? Especially knowing that ads are just getting more expensive. And their subscription model is like $36 every 60 to 90 days, I believe, okay? And so established in a direct-to-consumer business or distribution in 2021, 90% of Jolie's sales are from direct-to-consumer. So they're essentially getting most of their sales, or they were at least, getting most of their sales through their direct-to-consumer website. But it's been increasing its brick and mortar presence by striking partnerships with diverse retailers like Goop, Nordstrom, Container Store, Revolve, Erewhon, whatever that's called, and premium hair salon. So what they're doing is that they're actually expanding. The reason and why they're also doing $30-40 million is not purely online. It looks like they're really scaling aggressively, and they're now, as of the end of last year, 2024, into 1,000 physical locations. So just imagine the boost in sales that have, right? That has had in 2024. That's what I meant. So into 2025, their distribution strategy seems to be also to get into wholesale, which should contribute 10 to 15%. Now, I like to share these numbers over here because it's important to understand the situation of the business and the business goals, right? Now, of course, it's possible to scale scale a company to $100 million or more and just purely online. But since I'm talking about this company, I feel obligated to share what their strategy is. And it seems like they're taking a very growth and profit approach. This is the founder and what they're saying. So it's a very profitable company, seems like. And they're always prioritizing EBITDA numbers. EBITDA is like earnings before tax, depreciation, amortization, and stuff like that. So very, very profitable company. But this is just to give you some context. Let's actually go over the funnel itself. I like to use Otra. If you are a new viewer and you've never heard me speak in your life, I like to use this tool called Otra. It's an amazing tool because it allows you to essentially go ahead and look at what personas they're targeting, the angles that they're targeting, the ads that they're running, how many active ads they're running. For example, we know that in the last 30 days, they've been, 114 ads were live and 60 ads were new ads created. I always like to filter by most recent or longest running. Let's take a look at the longest running ads, and we can see that some of these are, let's just do by recent because a lot of these are inactive, but it seems like they're doing a lot of image ads and videos, and some of these are like highly produced ads. They're not just UGC, although they also do, as you can see here, have UGC videos. A bunch of UGC videos as well, and it seems like their angle that works quite well is people dancing in the shower for some reason. But yeah, there's a lot of UGC content, as you can see, like this one as well. A lot of videos, but also a lot of images. Okay, because at the end of the day, there isn't. You can do a lot of videos, but the images also sell the product because you know exactly what a shower head does, and it's a good way to intrigue people. And maybe speak about benefits and features on the image itself. So it seems like they're running 53% image ads and 45% videos, which seems to be working quite well for them. Now, let's take a look at where they're distributing their traffic. It seems like their top landing pages over here are mostly to this page and also the product. And I'm really intrigued by one thing that they're doing in their sales process that is a genius idea. I've never tested it before. I'm going to talk about it in just a second. So this is one of their top landing pages. It seems like they're running a 40% off to our LA community. It seems like, whatever that means. But hair growth starts with clean water. So their selling proposition, once again, is that they're fixing hair and skin problems through filtering water with a nice shower filter. And so it seems like they're taking a very scientific approach, pain-driven approach. So they're doing before and afters. They have a bunch of reviews and testimonials, us versus them, 5 stars here and there, more story, and kind of incentivizing people to essentially keep on reading because of the horrible horror stories about hair and skin, collagen loss, all these things. Chemicals, right? Everything, and you can also read a report. Get my free water. Oh, that's I guess a free water report. What's that? Water report. What's the water report? Stop showering in chlorine and see what chemicals are in your water. So I guess this is a water. Okay, you can sign up and you get a water report, so you know exactly what's in your water, right? So that's interesting. Either way, this is the call to action. This is essentially the landing page. And what I really like about what they're doing here is that there's 2 models. Number one is a subscription model, which you save, I think, 20% or something like that. And I also like how they're saying it's 90 days for $33, less than 40 cents a day. I really like how they're positioning this product as it's luxurious and all, but it's also very cheap. It's only 40 cents a day. Would you spend 40 cents a day to make sure that you treat your hair and your skin and your body? 100%, right? And so then there's a non-subscription model. Okay. What I also like about this is that they're doing a model, they're testing a model. This is another top landing page that they're testing, which is their product page. First of all, I love the sleekness of this page. It's very, very high perceived. The images are absolutely stunning and amazing, which is really, really important and detrimental if you want to scale a brand online, because people don't know you until they see your website, and the website is not seeing the product in their hands. So the best thing you can do is showcase the quality of your product through good images and videos, right? So let me just shrink this a little bit. But there's, of course, all of these products. I'll talk about this in just a second, because you're going to see they're doing this model where you try it, then subscribe and save. And so it's basically free. it's free. And so they're doing a free trial, and I'll explain what they're doing in just a second. It's a genius idea. And then they can purchase a one-time with no trial or whatever. There's UGC elements to it. I love what they're doing over here. It's probably very user-friendly on mobile. Where is it? Where are the UGC videos? Not sure where they are. They completely disappeared. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's a quick thing over there. But either way, these are the UGC videos. They have all of these functions over here. I like how everything is sleek. They have a lot of scientific proof. Once again, just like the other landing page, you can take a look at this landing page yourself, but this is a really, really well-built and well-branded page. Now, let's talk about this kind of really genius idea that they have. Let's take a look at what happens when you want to subscribe. And this is a try-at-home offer. So if you buy, and I proceed to checkout, first of all, this is the cart. Looks very, very sleek. I like how they're adding also reviews on the bottom to answer any objections, provide even more proof. I already have the one at home, so let me just remove one because I just want one. Your orders ships free. This increases conversion rate like you have no idea. And let's take a look at what their model is. You add to cart. And now what happens over here is that this is a try before you buy model. And this is absolutely genius. It says 362 dirhams now because they don't ship to the UAE. But if I put United States, it drops down to 0. And so how this model works, as you can see over here, how this model works is that, it's powered by this Try Now app. And so you can probably just install it, Try Now. And you can do this yourself or test it yourself if you want to. But essentially, this is a free trial offer. So try your items at home for 10 days, right? From delivery. We place a pre-authorization on your card to ensure it's valid, but you'll only pay for what you keep. Love it, keep it, and you will be charged at the end of the trial period, which is the 10 days. Not right for you, initiate a return during your trial and you won't be charged for what you return. This is an amazing model. So of course the model here is that you're just gonna have to give up the 10 days, right? And of course, the hypothesis here, which is what I really like, is that the conversion rate is probably gonna like double or triple, right? But it's gonna make for it. It's gonna make because it's doubling and tripling, and your conversion rate is like really, really fundamental, right? Especially if you're running paid ads. Even if you're not collecting the cash up front, the returns and the amount of people that don't actually drop off and cancel their order or return the product is probably not enough compared to the double or 2x or 3x increase in conversion rate. So of course there's going to be a drop off in returns an increase in returns because people can try it, and if they're not confident, whatever, but they're probably very confident about their product or else they wouldn't be offering this. So they're losing 10 days of cash flow, right? But they're getting it immediately after while increasing conversion rate. This is an absolutely genius idea. And so if you want to see it over here, Try Now. Let's take a look at Try Now Shopify app. Right, Try Now, try before you buy. It seems like a good app. Explore it because it's. I'm definitely gonna show this idea to my clients because I've never tested this before in my entire life. But hey, the reason why I'm doing these videos is because what we do is that we funnel hack competitors that are direct to our clients. Kind of like Jolie. Let's just assume that we have a company or a client that sells shower heads. Then we try to just imitate and not imitate, but like copy and paste the structures and the frameworks that are working well for them. Why do we have to reinvent the wheel? So once again, I'm not going to do this right now. It seems very slow, but this is their sales process and it's absolute genius. Now I want to note one important thing. They're also running ads running an Amazon store. So they've processed over 2,500, who knows how many, between 2 and 3K units sold in just purely on Amazon. And this is around over $500,000. So 6 out of like the 25, $30 million that they're doing, that they did in 2024, around 6 million or more is coming just from Amazon. So keep in mind, once again, when we're looking at 8-figure businesses, for the majority of the cases, they have multiple channels that they're distributing. Okay, they're also running, of course, a lot of ads on social media, but they're also doing, a lot of Google ads as well. They have over 300 ads over here on Google. It seems like, I'm not sure how many of these are active, but it seems like they're doing a lot of video content. So I'm thinking YouTube videos, YouTube shorts. Most of these video ads are actually videos, right? Once again, let me just keep on scrolling so you see video, 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 video. They're all videos, UGC videos. I really like what they're doing over here. Very, very, very smart, okay? Now, I do want to talk about one thing about UGC videos, which is actually a strategy that we're getting into right now. If you don't have UGC videos and you want UGC creators ready to shoot, to hold your product and essentially shoot a video with it, there's also a lot of options that you can use. One example is actually this. What is it called? It's called Symphony Creative Studio by TikTok. So essentially, once you get into your TikTok ad account, let me just show you so it makes a bit more sense. Let me just go back over here. But you can create avatar UGC creators, give them a script, and they can tell you exactly, kind of like ARC ads, right? But it's free. It's completely free. So you don't have to pay for it. You can literally have unlimited UGC videos with creators. I'm not sure why it's not going over here. Okay, yeah. Business manager. So all you need here is essentially a business manager. Okay, you need a business manager, create an account. This is just mine. And then you go over here and you can have tools and make sure that you ping the TikTok Symphony, okay? So so that you have it over here. You click on it and now you can do all of these things. All these tools are available for you, so take advantage of them. You can generate and remix videos, so you give it a bunch of B-rolls and videos, and then you choose an avatar customer, you give it a script, and then TikTok, this creative studio, will put these things together. Of course, they're never going to be perfect, but they really help you with ideas and generating ideas. You can have the avatar videos. I'll show you exactly how it works. You can generate your own avatar. There's a video editor. There's a translate and dub video, right? If you're translating and scaling throughout other countries. Now, this is maybe a bit unrelated to Jolie and the brand, but I started speaking about this because I wanted to speak about their ads framework and what they're doing exactly with like scaling, which is what we're also doing. That's obviously working very well. And I just thought about sharing this very, very useful tool because it's amazing for avatar videos. So you can just go in here. I'll show you very, very quickly. You can choose your creator. Let's just say I'm choosing this creator over here in the car, select avatar. And then all you have to do is like generate a script. I'm just going to say, hello, my name is Brando and I love making UGC videos. And now this is not very well scripted, meaning that if you wanted punctuation or pauses, you can actually add ellipses, exclamation points, capital letters. But essentially what you do is like you just generate the video, it generates the videos for you. I know that I'm getting on a bit of a tangent here, but this is really valuable because you essentially get free UGC videos. Then you can export it, right? Let's take a look at how this video looks if it's not too slow. But this is really realistic. And what you can do is that you can really aggressively test hooks, right? Or you can have, you can put this avatar customer, you can have it tell a script that is like 30 seconds, 60 seconds long, and have it pop on, off and on the video so that you essentially have a B-roll that's going on the back end, while you also have this talking head on the bottom left or bottom right of the video, just talking about the product, the features, the benefits, and everything. So we can get back to it. Because it's going to take maybe 2 or 3 minutes. Either way, this is a genius idea. Now, let's talk. I'll show you later. Let's talk about what this company is doing and what we are also doing very, very effectively with our clients. And this is tracking. This is how 8-figure businesses become 8-figure businesses. And this is these are really important concepts. The first thing is the tracking winning concepts. If you don't have a systematic way to track your results, you can do whatever you do doesn't make sense because there's no calculated decision based on your analysis. You don't have an analysis, you can actually just come up with ads. You need a reason to create a certain type of ad because of XYZ, because it was the best performer, right? Because it performed well in the last 7 days. You need reasons for it. Number 2 is scaling with angles and creative concepts. And number 3 is fast and cheap content production. If you can, and this is kind of like related to what I was showing you over with the UGC AI avatar, right? If you have a fast and cheap content production strategy, and by the way, that's not the only way. There's a lot of other ways to generate cheap, effective content. You can scale massively while not breaking the bank, right? Not spending $100,000 on creators every single month, right? So let's talk about the first one very quickly, tracking winning concepts. You need a very systematic way to do it. We use two methods to do it internally. Atria is one of the best tools that you can use. It essentially gives you a breakdown of all of, this is how it looks like. It's the tool that I obviously just shared over here. The video is ready. We'll take a look in just a second. But Atria is essentially this tool. And if you sign up and you pay, I think it's $100 a month, just like you're able to see all of these things for Jolie, you're going to be able to connect your ads manager, your TikTok ads, your Shopify, everything, and it will share all of your data. And so what happens is that it's a very effective way to track ad results and track what metrics are working. And so the things that you can get access to are essentially the gender, the platform, the themes that are working, the angles that are working, the main emotions that are working. And you can also filter by ads and creatives, by ROAS. You can filter by ROAS and take a look at the creatives by ROAS, the images by ROAS, the videos by ROAS, hooks, copies, headlines, landing pages by ROAS. Literally, you can track all of these things by return on ad spend so that you can make calculated decisions. Okay, excuse me. So the other method that we do it, that we track results, is through our command center, which, by the way, you can just click the link below. It's in the description to get access to it. So this is a command center, which is essentially a universal sheet that we use to track all of our numbers and report all of our numbers to our clients. But you can use it for your own brand as well. So we have a daily report. We track all of these numbers. We track by there's a color coding system so that we can easily identify trends. And not to get too much out of topic here, but we use this creatives testing tracker sheet to do exactly what I just mentioned before, to track what works and what doesn't work so that we can put 80% of our time and resources and team into things that work, and then 20% into maybe testing new concepts based on our competitive analysis, right? So each ad set is, of course, a creative concept that we're testing in ad set, and then we essentially record the avatar customer going after the hook, the messaging, the copy, the creatives, whether it's an image or a video, and then we record all of the results, ROAS, CTR, cost per click, AOV, whatever, and then we write our own observations and notes. If you're not a new viewer, I've spoken about this many times, but I do speak about this often because it's one of the most effective ways to actually know where you should put your time into, right? And then, of course, the best way to scale is honestly once you have your winning angles. Let's just say these are the 3 angles that are working very well for you. You should scale horizontally with creative concepts, right? ASMR videos, review videos, unboxing videos. And this is also something that Jolie is doing quite well from a creative perspective. They're running a lot of different types of ads, and they're doing it very effectively. They're testing and expanding their creative library quite effectively. As you can see, 39 hooks, 38 ad copies, 23 headlines, and then of course they're testing a lot of different creative concepts, as I just mentioned for the 3rd time in a row. Now let's take a look at this video just before I forget and see how it is.
Hello, my name is Brando and I love making UGC videos. Hello, my name is Brando and I love making UGC videos.
This is so realistic. You can actually just create your own, and this is like a laid back person. You can create your own storyline by having this UGC person, which is invented. You can tell it what to do. You can literally tell it what it should say, and you can just test scripts effectively, fast, and for free. Guys, we're getting in this area where there's literally no excuse. And guess what? Once you find an avatar customer, whatever, avatar creator, or whatever you want to call it, AI, even if it's not AI, what you can do is that you can split test the hook. And so instead of having to wait for the creator to receive the product and test and give you 5 different hooks that you want to test, you can just go over here and change the hook, and you can just replace the hook. And that's a great way to scale horizontally. So this is a very good. So good. This is so realistic. Maybe it's just him, but it's really realistic in my opinion. So moving forward, once you have a way to track, you need to have a systematized way to scale, and this is what they're doing effectively, Jolie. So once you have a winning marketing angle, as I said before, you need to scale with different creative concepts, a POV, ASMR, before and after, AI, UGC video, right? If you don't scale horizontally, then you're just limiting yourself. Just like if you don't test other marketing angles, you're going to limit yourself. Same thing over here. Once you have a winning creative concept, Also test new marketing angles. So the best way to test a marketing angle, in my opinion, is to get your best performing creative concept. Let's just say it was an ASMR video, and then you can test multiple angles within that same concept. This is the sheet that I just showed you, right? Once you have your angles, you should scale creative concepts horizontally to scale as much as you can. Then fast and cheap production. The first method for fast and cheap production is to use the creative tool that TikTok provides you with once you have a business manager, which is called, just to remind you, it's called Symphony Creative Studio. Okay, there's a lot of tools that you can use over here. The second way to do this very effectively is, instead of paying for creators for just one video and like 3 hooks, because you can do that with you can literally do that with AI nowadays, you pay them for scenes, them holding the bottle, opening it up, being happy when they consume the product, being sad when the product is away from them, being here, being there, so that you can create scenes, and with like 100, 200 bucks, you get like 15, 20 B-rolls or pieces of footage that you can then give to the editor, and they can put it together, and you can give the script to the editor so that they can essentially create video ads like this, pieces of B-rolls with an AI script. Right? Or it doesn't have to be AI script. You can like record it yourself, or have a creator record the script. You just give it to them and they read it. But you can also do it with AI. Arc ads is something I used to recommend, but it's essentially the tool that allows you to have like the avatar AI UGC creators. But you can do it for free with TikTok, at least for now. Okay, overall, this is the strategy that they're using. Let me see if I'm missing something else that I want to talk about over here. I talked about Amazon, I talked about their Google ads, I mentioned. This is pretty much it, guys. They're an amazing business. They're going to scale aggressively. Once again, a motivation that's actually getting them to the $50-60 million a year mark is just getting into 1,000 physical locations. And what a lot of people don't understand and don't consider is that getting into physical locations will help boost all of their other channels, because companies that generate 8, 9 figures, 10 figures are companies that have a lot of distribution. And so once they do have a lot of distribution, making Facebook ads more profitable is just going to be easier, because there's that extra level of brand awareness. Okay, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was there's a lot of different concepts that I discussed. Let me know if you have any questions. Last but not least, if you are an e-commerce brand doing at least $50,000 to $100,000 a month minimum, you can actually go ahead and book a call with the link down below. You can speak with me. We'll just basically just audit your brand and see if there's an opportunity for us to work together, if we still have capacity and we're not like fully booked with our clientele. Okay, that's it for this video. Book a call below if you want, and see you in the next one. Bye.